What's up, guys, and welcome to EBFG TV. I'm Colton. Joining me is Brian. The Seattle Sounders have officially parted ways with head coach Sigi Schmid after 7.5 seasons of MLS play. Brian, what are your thoughts?
I'm happy they finally made a change, as we kind of talked about in our match preview video. I thought, especially if we really bombed on Sunday, which we definitely did, that something needed to be done. I'm a little bummed out that it had to happen this way. As I had kind of said, if you guys follow me on Twitter, at the end of last season, I would have liked to see him go then, kind of give him a proper send-off, let the fans say goodbye. We didn't get the chance to do that. Unfortunately, they let everything keep going, and with the way the season's gone, they really didn't have much of a choice.
That's kind of been my thoughts today. I knew it was going to happen eventually, and it was at the kind of what I wanted. But it still shocked me. I really wasn't ready for the news that broke this morning that the club and Ziggy had parted ways. And yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like we couldn't give him a proper send-off. I think it would have been great to say, maybe even from him himself, to say, at the end of the season, I'm done, I'm retiring, I'm leaving, whatever, and give us some time to kind of prepare for a proper send-off at the last home match or away match this year. So I kind of feel like we've been robbed of that in a way.
Yeah, absolutely. At the same time, though, it shows that the FO is kind of finally taken, the Ziggy out train, so to speak, was really picking up steam, and fans are starting to get really frustrated with the way the season's going, and I think understandably so. And it shows that they've at least realized that there was a problem and realized something needs to be changed. How do you feel about Schmetzer taking over for the rest of the season?
Well, I think Schmetz is a pretty good choice. It's obviously probably the safe choice because he's been under Ziggy's wing since 2009, and obviously it's a fun choice because he was the Sounders USL coach, so he has some Seattle blood. So I'm all with Schmetz taking into the end of the season. I think he's a worthy man for the job. His record as the head coach is pretty good. It's 3-1-0. For when he's been out suspended, different things like that. So I'm all for Schmetz taking until the end of the season, but I do believe we're going to have to find a long-term solution, and I don't think Brian Schmetzer's that, sadly.
I got to agree with you there. And do you think when he goes, do you think we'll see a full regime change? We got Kurt Schmid, Ziggy's son, obviously, is the one of the lead scouts, I believe. You got Dutra, Henderson, all these guys. Do you think everyone should go? Are there certain guys you want to keep around? What do you think on that?
I think that it'll be up to whoever the new guy is after Schmetz to see who he wants to bring in, because obviously a lot of these coaches have kind of their guys, so to speak, that they'll bring in. And obviously I'd love to keep on these guys like Ziggy's son and Ezra and Chris Henderson, but at the same time, sometimes these coaches bring in their own staffs, and it's just there's not room for kind of the old guard, so to speak. So it's definitely going to be an off-season of change, whether we like it or not. We're going to see a lot of people coming and going from the club. And on top of that, Nicholas Ladero is finally a Seattle Sounder.
Yeah, got some good news along with the bad today. You stoked for him, or?
I am excited. It was kind of interesting how the club, obviously there was the first pictures of him at SeaTac this morning, and then probably like 10, 15 minutes later, all of a sudden Ziggy's gone, and it was kind of shocking. But yeah, no, I am excited for Ladero. I think he's a great addition to the team. I'm interested to see how that pans out. Do you think we'll see him? How soon do you think we'll see him on the field?
As much as I would love to see him Saturday, I don't think we will. I think they maybe do some sort of formal introduction thing. Probably not quite as epic as they did with Dempsey, the whole planned out secret thing. But it'd be nice, maybe the march to the match, something like that. Bring him out, introduce him to the fans, let him kind of see what the club and the culture is all about. I think it'd be great, and I would love to see him on the field. I don't think we will, but give him a couple weeks with the guys in training and kind of see where we're at and go from there.
It definitely is an interesting time to be a Sounder. A lot of change. The only coach we've ever known all of a sudden is gone. It was really weird for me today. Ziggy's been there since 2009, and it's like all of a sudden he's gone, and it's gonna take some getting used to not seeing him on the sidelines every week.
Yeah, it's especially gonna be weird for me, hearing James doing the starting lineups every week, saying head coach Brian, and everyone yelling back Schmetzer. No Ziggy, oi, oi, oi.
We're gonna have to think of a new chant for Schmetz, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm sure we can come up with something good. The guys love him. Speaking of the new head coaches, there's already been rumors that Precky's interested in the job, and obviously there's going to be other candidates coming and going as well. what do you think about the Preki thing, and what other guys do you kind of have your eyes on?
The Preki thing definitely is interesting, especially with his background playing for the Tacoma Stars. He coached the Sacramento Republic to a championship a few seasons ago, so he has the ability to coach a championship team. I definitely think he's worth looking at. Ideally, I'd love to get someone like Roberto Martinez or Steve Bruce, but I know that's that's a pretty far thought. But honestly, I think in the past I would have kind of blindly trusted the FO to do to go find a manager, but I think I'm a little hesitant to see who they bring in, but at the same time excited to have some new blood around here.
Absolutely, and I'm totally with you on the two guys you named. Those would be if we're going outside of the U.S., those would be my probably two top targets right now. Also heard some rumors that maybe throw some huge money at Bob Bradley, get him. What would you think about that one?
That would definitely be interesting to bring back Bob Bradley. As many people know me, I'm not a huge fan of his son, but who knows? Maybe Bob Bradley is the guy the Sounders need right now. Me and you were talking earlier about Bruce Arena, which would definitely be
that would be interesting.
Coach from the LA Galaxy.
That would certainly be interesting. I don't see that one happening though.
I don't either, but the Bants would definitely be top notch.
It would be out of control
if we somehow poached Bruce Arena away from the LA Galaxy.
Just on kind of a final thought, we briefly discussed it earlier. There's been some rumors, articles coming out about the unrest in the locker room. Don't know how much truth there is to them. All the sources were unnamed. What do you think about that? Have you read much into that?
It's definitely possible there was a little bit of unrest, and it's totally possible the way the team's been playing the last few weeks that they kind of stopped playing for Sigi. But as we've talked about, a lot of these guys, Sigi's been their only professional coach. Brad Evans, Osvaldo Alonso, Jordan Morris, even though he's only been with us for half a season.
Right.
It's totally possible that the team stopped playing for Sigi. But I don't know how much truth there is. I feel like these rumors always pop up when a coach gets mutually parts ways, kind of either resign or you're fired, situations like that. So it's possible these rumors are true. I don't know how much time we should give them. It definitely wouldn't surprise me. The one name I heard was Clint Dempsey, and it wouldn't surprise me if Bruce has been a little hard to get along with the last few months.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me either. It would be really interesting to see how the guys come out this weekend, and see if that fires back that we saw a couple of years ago, back in 2014, or if it's more of the same.
Definitely, it's definitely an interesting first game for Schmetzer to be the guy, so to speak. It's a full stadium game, I believe, against LA.
Yeah.
Going to be hopefully a huge crowd on Saturday. I'm really hoping the boys can come out with kind of a fire to really do good, not only for the new coach, but kind of prove to the fans, say, we're ready for a new year as much as you are, and hopefully we can get 3 points.
Exactly, especially after losing our lead to them in the U.S. Open Cup game last week, letting it slip away against the Galaxy. Getting some revenge this weekend would be nice.
That would be very nice, especially that was kind of heartbreaking to see the team blow a lead to them down in LA about a week and a half ago. So
it was. Can't say I'm too surprised, but
yeah, hopefully they can use that as some motivation, especially with the full squad. Osvaldo Alonso will be back, so maybe 3 points, maybe.
I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful. I'm a little more hopeful than I might have been if Sigi was still in charge, but maybe.
Absolutely.
Who knows?
Hurts to say it, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping between those two things it's going to light a fire into the guys, and we'll see some fireworks this weekend.
And on a final thought, I personally, and I don't think he's going to watch this, but I want to thank Sigi for all he's done for the club. I mean, he really has been great for us since 2009. 4 U.S. Open Cups, the Supporters' Shield, numerous very memorable victories and memorable nights. So thank you, Sigi, for all you've done. I'm sorry it had to end like this, but thanks for your time here in Seattle.
Absolutely. I'm with you there. I got to meet him, albeit very briefly, in Philly after our Open Cup win in 2014. And just a great guy, really nice, down to earth. He's going around talking to everyone, shaking hands. Shame to see him go, but like we said, it kind of had to happen at this point.
It did, and it sucks that it had to happen in the middle of the season when you're close to the bottom of the table. But in the end, it's a results business, and we haven't been getting results, and it's kind of easier to let go one coach than to let go of 30 players. So hopefully we see some changes. It'll be interesting in the next few months to see what happens.
Absolutely. I'm right there with you.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's our reaction to Sigi Schmid leaving the club. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.